Okay, so now that I've got some composition down, I'm going to try and do some texture. So I'm going to have a close look at a couple of the textures. So here's a close-up. So I just took my picture and like that, and I just blew it up so I can see the texture more clearly, and I'm going to try and do some of those scales. So the scales have a very unique shape. They're kind of triangular. They're different shapes. So I'm going to show you the one shape that I see, sort of like that. And over here, there's a bigger scale. It kind of goes like that. And over here is even a bigger scale. But this one doesn't appear to be pointy. It's sort of rounded like that. Okay. And this one kind of goes like this. This one goes like that. So you notice that they're kind of all over the place. They're not perfectly symmetrical. They're not perfectly ordered. They do have sort of a similar shape. So I'm just drawing the shapes right now. And this one goes like this. And this one goes like that. Now, why am I so concerned about the shapes of the actual scales? Well, because my drawing is going to be very simple. There's not much going on. It's a detailed drawing with mostly just texture. So I'm going to focus on doing a very detailed texture job. If you were doing the whole snake, you might not worry so much about how to go in great detail into the texture. You might just worry about sort of the general texture. So I'm looking at the shapes and I'm studying how the shapes go. Kind of, let's see, where was I here? This one is kind of like a square one. This one is like a pointed one. So you can see that they have all sorts of variety of different shapes. They're not all just triangles. What you don't want to do is you don't want to just do, okay, I'm doing a snake, I'm doing a snake, I'm doing a snake, this is my snake. You don't want to do that. Okay, you want to have some variety. You want to look carefully at what the shapes are going to be. And if you're doing a whole snake, you might not worry about every single last detail, but you might want to add in certain areas a lot of detail. Okay, so choose where you're going to add detail. For instance, if I was doing this composition, all these scales and this part of the snake, I might not worry about so much. I might just do general idea of what it is. Where I might put more attention in more detail is on the head of the snake. Okay, so I might focus on doing individual scales here to see if I can get sort of a better idea of what it is. So you have a look at your photo that you're working with. So I've got the shapes, and now I'm going to work on some value. Now, this one is not in black and white, it's in color. So I'm seeing color, which might be tricky. So what you might want to do is you might want to save it as, So let's see here. So I'm going to click this button. I'm going to save it to my drive. Look at this. I'm going to save it there, and then I can open it up and I can change it to black and white. So let's see. Maybe I'll save it to my phone. Can I do that? No, it doesn't give me that option. I can email it to myself. I can't share it to my phone. So let's go into my drive. All right, so here it is in my drive. Open it up. Now I can fiddle with it. Oh, no, I can't. I lie.